Hello, hello there. Just waiting for a few more people to come in. No, this was kind of a late notice, a late notification. But last night I went live on this Leo full moon that's happening today. And while we had a great discussion there, I had some technical difficulties. And also, in addition to technical difficulties, I watched the replay and the sound quality was horrendous. So definitely tried to test everything out today, and it seems to be working much better. And I'm just, using a different system this time around. So I hope you guys are doing well today on this Leo full moon. Happy Thursday, happy Jupiter day, happy Leo full moon. Good vibes, good vibes. So let's just wait for another minute. Allow some more people to come in and catch up. I even figured out how to share my screen. Y'all, we are in business. We are in business today. So let's get it. Hi, Jen. How are you? I got my water here. I'm hydrating. This is a reminder. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Make sure you stay hydrated, especially because, as we're going to get into, we're going to talk about Pluto in Aquarius. And also this 2024 being kind of that transition to a lot of air and fire energy, which is a lot of high energy and a lot of like mental. Sorry, I'm just got some Palo Santo burning, for the vibes, setting the intentions around the space, around our energy today, making sure that we're in good company energetically, and just within ourselves. So yes, I'm so happy to be back. Happy to be back as well. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this full moon in Leo. I'm sure people will start to trickle in, and it is lunchtime. So I am very mindful of that for those of us on the East Coast, and then those of us on the West Coast, it is cracked on. So we're mindful of it, but this is the only time I could find for a live today, and I wanted to get this information out. So if you're tuning in on the replay, hey, we missed you, but we're glad you're tuning in. Okay, so this full moon in Leo, and I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen now that I know how to do it. Y'all don't know how excited I am about it. Go ahead and look at the chart. And all right, so I'm hoping that you guys can see my screen. All right, so this is the chart that is pulled up for the time of the Leo full moon. And it's going to be happening here shortly. The exact positioning of the full moon is going to be at 12:53 p.m. Eastern time. So we have our sun here in Aquarius, and here's our moon right over here in Leo. And, full moons is always that opposition of the sun and the moon. So it is that polarity or the duality of energies, right? It's always the counterbalance to the other energy. So Leo's counterbalance is Aquarius, right? And this moon is sitting at 5 degrees. And we always pay attention to the degrees in astrology where these planets are sitting degrees wise, because it gives us another level of insight, another level of information behind the energy that these planets are bringing to us. So with the moon sitting at 5 degrees, the sun sitting at 5 degrees, this 5 is synonymous with change. It's also high energy. It's, energetic. Hey DJ, I see you. It's energetic. It is about personal freedom. It is about adventure. It is about saying yes in your spirit and just going forth and experiencing all that, life has to bring. It's really taking advantage of being able to be adaptable and flexible and move with the changes in the times. So change, a lot of the times we are stubborn. We are stubborn humans where we need to be forced into positions of change instead of us initiating that change. But, with this Leo full moon, the reason why I really wanted to talk about it, because, I told you guys that I'm really wanting to focus more on new moon energy this year, but I didn't want you to miss the message behind this, because this Leo new moon, with this moon sitting at 5 degrees and change and the initiation of changes, this is like prime energy for us to continue the intentions, or watering the intentions that we set at the Capricorn new moon 2 weeks ago that we discussed, because there is a new direction, a new path being forged for us, and it is up to us to decide to go on that journey. 2023 was a year that showed us in a lot of different ways what was not working anymore, and I think we have a lot more clarity and insight on the tensions and the different things that came in to show us, like, hey, we need to move in a different direction. And that looks differently in everybody's lives in terms of, the areas of life that it's hitting for you. Sometimes it's relationships, sometimes it's career focus, sometimes it is your environment, your home base, your friend groups. That is, going to be different for everyone. And it could be a combination of all those things for some of you, right? But what this energy with Pluto that just moved into Aquarius on the 20th of January, it's like forging a new way, a new path for us to take. And this path is one that's more aligned with authenticity. It's aligned with, freedom. Like Uranus, who is the ruler of Aquarius energy, is all about liberation. So it is about, changing the structure that we've been pretty much operating in, what is not working anymore. It's that Capricorn energy of, material, the earth energy of material, about power, control, from just kind of amassing, a top down, flow in terms of a leader, dictating to the rest of us, or some, a small group of people having most, and then, the majority having the least to fight over. And it's changing that. It's kind of bulldozing that. A recent video I just did, we talked about, how Saturn is the traditional ruler of Aquarius energy. So Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn and of Aquarius. So this Pluto, movement from Capricorn to Aquarius is just the other side of Saturnian's energy. And the transformation that is going to happen is, again, in this air element. And the air element is all about the intangible. It's not about Earth, where it's about the material and it's the tangible. It's about the intangible. So our values, our societal norms, the things that we have collectively subscribed to, is all changing under this energy. And Pluto is just the first of the big outer planets to start making this transition into this air and fire energy. We have Neptune that's going to move into Aries. We also have Uranus that's going to move into Gemini, and that's, fire and air respectively. So when I say a new era is being ushered in, we have to be mindful of, are we still putting ourselves in an advantage by holding on to the old and not really envisioning what is more authentically aligned with what we're being called to do, or the direction that we're being called to go in. So this Leo full moon is a lot of that. And so what I wanted to show you this chart is some of the things that are happening with this Leo full moon. So you have Pluto right here. And I hope you guys can see my cursor, but Pluto's right here at the 0 degree of Aquarius. It just moved out of Capricorn. And so the sun is conjunct Pluto, and the moon is opposite Pluto. And with the moon being opposite Pluto, what we have here is just a attention coming in terms of triggers. And the triggers that are coming in are to highlight again what's inauthentic and what's not working, and why you need to embrace a new way forward, and why you need to continue to be careful of your thoughts. With air energy, it's thoughts, it's communication, it's your intellect. Why you need to be careful of what you're thinking, how you're speaking, because this is literally moving fast with the fire energy to create whatever it is that you're focusing your energy on, whatever you're speaking, whatever you're thinking about. So that those triggers that are coming in are just more to show you like, hey, emotionally, things are still not sitting right. What are the things that are still not sitting right? I need to bring that to the forefront of my consciousness so that I can make some changes, right? And I can do so fearlessly. I can do so from a place of being authentic and being true to myself, and not really subscribing to what it is that we have been told to subscribe to in the past, or feel that pressure of what we needed to do in that regard. Okay. So we have that opposition with Pluto and the moon. Then we also have Jupiter over here. And I don't know if you guys can see my cursor. I'm hoping Jupiter is right here in the sign of Taurus. Okay. And it's sitting at 6 degrees. So that means, it is squaring, which is, another level of, energy coming in to kind of show you a little bit what is not working. It's applying some pressure there because a square is tension. Taurus is a fixed sign, just like Aquarius and just like Leo. And so the tension that comes in there is you questioning your motives, your motivation. What are you truly going after, and why? So if this opposition with Pluto and the moon is providing emotional triggers to again highlight these things, and then you've got Jupiter in Taurus, and Jupiter is about expanding whatever it is that is already there for better or for worse. It will expand whatever is there. And in Taurus, another earth sign that is about, the tangible, about the material. Have we been fixing, or have we been fixed in motivations that are truly not aligned with who we are, where we're going? Are these motivations purely from a materialistic or inauthentic place? So again, this is all the things that are happening during the time of this full moon. And that's why I want you to pay attention to, like, hey, this new energy is here. This new era is being ushered in. Pluto in Aquarius was just the start of it. And there's just going to be more of this. And it's going to be fast moving energy because it's air and it's fire. So I don't want you guys to miss any of this stuff. So the next thing that we have happening or going on is that you have the sun and Pluto right here, who are really close to each other. And this gives us the extra oomph. It gives us that personal power. It because Pluto is a lot too, taps into our power, our inner reserves. And Leo, which this full moon is sitting in, is about, our own personal power in terms of, being a leader, being the individual, standing on the stage, making the bold moves, because somebody's got to do it, right? So that energy of believing in ourselves, that confidence, that strength, all of this that is happening here with this moon in Leo, where our emotions, our motivations are now highlighted, and then this conjunction with the sun and Pluto blending their energies together, we're getting a little bit more in terms of like our personal power boost, and it gives us the ability to direct our thoughts and our energy in the direction that we want to go. So this is kind of like a little power boost, like a little power pack that you can put on top of the intentions that you're setting, that you're watering for yourself in order to like push forward. So that is a lot of that, what's happening transit wise. So I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing screen so that I can get back on the screen. But again, what's driving this energy, your authenticity, your creativity, your courageousness, your inner personal power. Pick a direction and move in that direction, and make sure it is authentically aligned with who you truly are, because the way things are going to pick up and move quickly, if you're not intentional, you're just going to get more confusion, more of what you don't want. You're just going to be in a tailspin. And I don't want that for you. We are also being called with this Leo full moon to release, to purge those triggers that are going to happen, that's showing you what's not working in terms of, and these could be outside circumstances of things that are not working with people, situations, different things like that. Or it could be inner with your thoughts, your beliefs, the different things that you have going on internally. This is a time to see those things and purge them. Purge those attachments, purge those negative things that are holding you back. So I would recommend fire energy. Leo is big fire energy, and in a bold, confident way to do a fire burning ritual, to write down those things. There's power in in fire. There is power in fire. Write those things down that you want to release and burn them. Let them go. So that is one way that you can use this full moon to your advantage. Also, tapping into your confidence boosters. What are the things that bring you into a space that make you feel authentic, true, and really confident about yourself? It could be little things as like, oh, I'm really good at this particular, or knowledgeable about this particular subject. And when I talk about this in, I don't know, a group setting or with my friends, or, if I write or explain something, it really helps me tap into that confidence about myself. So your confidence boosters are going to be very important for you during this time as well. All right. And then leadership. Where have you been keeping yourself, held back in terms of, you've seen the signs where you need to step up into the forefront. You need to step up into a role, or into a position of leading something. And it doesn't necessarily mean leading people. It could be leading a space, or it could be leading an idea, a product, an invention. Aquarian energy is very inventive. It's about ideas, that next level information, that next level technology, ideas, inventions. All of that is where we're headed or where we are now. And we're going to start to see this pick up really quickly. So don't think of it, or don't be affixed to this traditional ideas of what it looked like to lead, or what it looked like to produce, or what it looked like to contribute. It's changing. It is changing rapidly. So be imaginative, be original, be true to yourself. And I think that is all that I really have for you guys today. Let me look and see if there's anything that I have here. I didn't really write much notes on it. I'm not really doing that kind of thing anymore. I will say, like, if you want to work with crystals, or you want to use some crystals to kind of tap into that confidence and boost your confidence and your mental agility under this energy, you can use kind of your solar plexus activation crystals, like amber, citrine. You also have tiger's eye. Tiger's eye is a great crystal to use with the Leo energy. So those are some that I would recommend and that I've worked with directly. But what does it mean for you to be free? What does it mean for you to be authentically aligned and, envisioning really what you want to bring in for yourself, the life that you truly want to live, and not from a place of it being inauthentic anymore? We're done with that. That's not gonna fly in 2024 and beyond. So I really hope that you guys are able to use this Leo full moon today to your advantage. And again, you can use this energy. Full moon energy can be worked with 2 days prior, the day of, and 2 days after. So you have some time to kind of work on some things and to get into meditation and get into a space where you are able to work with this stuff. Also, I forgot to mention, Uranus is going direct 2 days after this full moon. So that's going to be big. A lot of the things that we have felt kind of held up in terms of our Taurian energy, because that's where Uranus is sitting. And that's, again, our values, our resources, our self-worth. That is going to start moving forward again. So we're going to see a lot of different things starting to, play out, especially with these, big outer planets. They have generational effects. They have societal, collective mind effects. So we're going to start to see a lot happening with the earth, with our resources, with our collective values. And that's going to be pushing forward again. And that's happening in 2 days. So that's pretty exciting. I don't know if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any feedback or anything that you want to add in. If not, I can go ahead and wrap this video because, we just wanted to make it short and sweet. We just wanted to give you the message. I know that the sound quality on the last live was horrendous. It really was. I was just like, what the heck is going on here? But I guess those people who were supposed to hear that message heard exactly what they were supposed to. And for those of you who are here now and supposed to hear this one, you're exactly right on time. So definitely came out differently in both of those lives, but happy that you are tuning in. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. The info was great. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate the support. I really do. Going live is something new for me. And to be honest, I shied away from it for a very long time. There's a difference in being able to pre-record and edit versus having to be on live, dealing with the energies of the internet, having to keep up with the comments and all of that good stuff. So it's a different space to be in, but I'm challenging myself because we're going in a new direction. I'm forging a new direction for myself. I'm not exempt. I'm doing exactly what I'm telling you to do as well. So we're taking risk. We're taking risk and we're moving forward fearlessly and authentically. And that's okay. That is absolutely okay. Also, I just wanted to provide another level of insight really, really quickly. Pay attention to the house that this full moon, this Leo full moon is happening for you. So if you have Leo in a particular house, like your 7th house, your 8th house, that is going to give you another level of insight on the area or areas. You can look at the area of Leo and the area of Aquarius that it rules in your chart to see kind of where it's probably concentrating a little bit more focus wise in terms of getting you to recalibrate and embrace this new direction. So that's one piece of information I want to leave you with too. So, all right, Jen. Yes, thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes, the older videos, I put time and energy and work into that. We're still putting in energy and work, but just in a different way. So I'm glad that they are still helpful to you. Okay. All right, guys. I wish you a happy full moon. And that's the dog drinking water. So that's my cue to be out. Happy full moon. Happy, watering those intentions, getting more clarity, and really moving forward fearlessly, authentically, and with love and purpose in 2024. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.